Welcome back, everybody. It is Tuesday, and we have got some TTMs to open up. Today is a good day. We got 3 returns that have come back in. One of these was the one that I mentioned yesterday that showed up in the informed delivery notification, but it wasn't delivered. That's this one here with the North Texas stamp. The interesting thing is that I really was only expecting 2 returns today. I did get a notification again that the North Texas one was coming, and also this one from Pittsburgh. This one here from Westchester, New York, did not show up in the informed delivery, which that will happen from time to time. I had that happen a couple of weeks ago where I had received a return and never gotten a notification from informed delivery. So even though it is a good tool and it is correct the vast majority of the time, it is not the end all be all. Sometimes you do get things that don't show up on informed delivery, and as we talked about yesterday, sometimes things show up on informed delivery that aren't delivered on that day. But it's better than just kind of going blind and not knowing what you're getting in the mail ever. I really enjoy doing it, and I encourage anybody to sign up for it. It is a nice tool, and you just get a daily email with it. Feel free to hit me up on social media or in the comments if you have any questions about it, and I'll do my best to help out. So, on to today's success. So, I'm going to begin with the North Texas return. And because of the fact it is out of Texas, I have a pretty good idea of what this is. As we've talked about before with the spreadsheet that I keep, I usually have a pretty good idea of what's coming from who. Interesting thing with this is you'll notice that this was one of the lick and stick envelopes, but they taped it shut. So that is something that I have encountered a couple of times recently, and I'm going to show you guys a little something that I'm changing up here. But our return number 1 is Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys. So I had seen where Jerry was signing. If you sent a request out, I didn't send him anything. I just asked if he could send something back signed, like a business card or a trading card. I have seen people that have gotten the business card back. I've also seen people that have got a Hall of Fame card that Panini did for him. But, hey, I'm not going to complain. This is my first signed business card. But, hey, anytime you can get a Hall of Famer, that's always a great, great thing. So, this is really neat. So that's our first start for the day. Let's move on to the next one here. Oh, before I do that, I said that change. So I had seen something online that a former baseball player by the name of Tyler Houston, he had posted something on, I think it was on Twitter, and was just given a picture of a batch of envelopes, fan mail that he had received. And one of the things he had requested was that in light of COVID and just the massive mail I guess he's getting, is he doesn't feel comfortable licking envelopes. And he had requested for people to use the self-seal envelopes. So these are a little bit different, but instead of you licking them, they actually have an adhesive strip to them. So I was thinking about that and wondering, with some of the older guys that I send to, Hall of Famers, things, retired players, there's a good chance that they might not feel comfortable in licking closed an envelope. So I went ahead and picked up a box of these self-seal envelopes. I'm going to start using them going forward. I'm still going to use the regular ones when I send out because I don't care about licking the envelope. I'm the one that's generating it. But I think it's just a courtesy to the person receiving the request to just go with these self-seals. So they cost a little bit more, but I mean, it's minimal at best with the added expense. So didn't want to forget to mention that. On to our second return. This one here comes out of Pittsburgh, PA. This one, again, I pretty much know what this one is because I only have one request that's gone out to Pennsylvania. And it's actually been fairly recent. I think this has only been in the last 7 to 10 days. And sure enough, Craig Patrick, member of the Hockey Hall of Fame. This is a nice return for me. I do have a Craig Patrick autograph, um, funny enough, on this same type of custom card, but I didn't realize it until after I had sent it out. But I did not have any cards signed by him. So I've actually met Craig once before at the Hockey Hall of Fame a couple of years ago. That's where I got the autograph. But I didn't have any cards for him to sign. But fortunately, I did have this custom autograph card to get signed. So I did go ahead and get that done. But I always like if I can also get cards added to the collection. That's always kind of neat. I did want to talk a little bit about this blank autograph card here. So you see it's Hall of Fame Signature Series, and it has a nice area there to get it signed. So Craig signed it and then put his Hall of Fame induction year. And if you look on the back here, it's really cool that you can add in information. So it has fields here for the name, the notes, and the date. So usually I would put like Craig Patrick, Hockey Hall of Fame 2001, and I usually leave the date blank, but to each their own how they do it. The website that you can order these from is theautographcard.com. Rusty is the guy that owns that site, and he does a great job with these custom autograph cards. I've ordered from him several times and been very pleased with it. I've got these Hall of Fame cards that I use. Also, he does blanks for pretty much every sport you could think of, and even stuff for celebrities or generic cards. So I've used the Hall of Fame. I've used the hockey, which is like a hockey puck. The other one that's really neat is the baseball one, because he creates them to look like the sweet spot of a baseball. And maybe in another video, maybe if we have some downtime for a couple days, I can show off some of those and my Mets collection that I've done with minor leaguers. But we'll save that for a future video. So Craig Patrick, great return, Hall of Famer. You always got to love Hall of Famers. So right now with our first two envelopes, we are 2 for 2 with getting Hall of Famers. So let's move on to our last one here. This is Westchester, New York. I don't know what this one is because I didn't check ahead of time to see. So this one is going to be a surprise when I open it. Very cool. So this is Bobby Valentine. Now, Bobby Valentine was the manager of the Mets in the early 2000s. And if you know your baseball history, Bobby Valentine was the guy that got tossed out of a game and then came back into the dugout wearing a mustache and sunglasses to try and blend in like he wasn't who he was. So he'll always be known for that. And I am a Mets fan, and my buddies still give me grief about that game and Bobby Valentine showing up in disguise. As you'll see here, he did only sign one of the 4 cards, and that's fine. I didn't know until after I had sent out that he is a 1 per signer. So I'm totally fine with that. I'm just happy that I got something back from him. Maybe at some point down the line, I'll send back out this other Mets manager card here to see if I can get that signed. The tops, I'm not too worried about that. I just kind of like the old 86 tops. And this one here, you can't really see, but it says limited edition. It's just kind of a glossy version of this card here. So I just kind of sent what I had. But yeah, I'm not going to complain about that at all. That was also a return less than 2 weeks with it. So all in all, a very good day here. 3 for 3 with our returns. And to recap, we got 1 out of Mr. Bobby Valentine out of 4. They would say 1 of 0 since I didn't send anything out for Jerry Jones. And then Craig Patrick, 3 of 3. And let's make all this look nice and neat here. So those are our returns for today. I sent out more stuff in the mail this morning, so I want to keep this going and keep the returns coming in, because can't go to any live games, so gotta get my ink in through the mail. As always, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hit me up if you have any questions, either on social media or in the comments below, and I'll be happy to reach back out. Until then, everybody, have a great day.